crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. With your morning hornosies, a sip of chaga coffee. Lots and lots to talk about today. I'm going to do two parts for this morning's hornosies because I think it'll take a little while. Anyway, settle in for silver. It's pretty much the same except yesterday. Yesterday showed the highest, by far, trading of silver as far as volume on the Comex. These are high-frequency traders trading back and forth. I have not figured out why yet, because at the end of the day, the open interest pretty much stays the same. So nobody's covering shorts, nobody's adding to long positions. It's just a circle blank. Look at the volume. I was screaming about the volume last week. Look at the volume yesterday. 300, just short, barely short of 300,000 contracts, 1.5 billion. I think it's the largest day ever. I'm pretty sure it's the largest day ever. 1.5 billion ounces of electronic silver traded back and forth, rapid fire. We're getting, again, I expect the Comex to shut down. I'm doing a timeline post for Road to Ruta private road members. It's a video, maybe two videos, on what my expected timeline for all this stuff is. So join the Road to Ruta and you'll get that. But right now, why? That's my question. That's my question to the CFTC. Who is doing it? And it's only probably 4 or 5, maybe 3, maybe 2 traders trading back and forth. Why? 1.5 billion ounces. And at the end of the day, they're all closed out. All those positions are closed out. Now they do a lot of swapping. My take is, I ran this by Ted Butler, and he's like, no, it's day trading. I'm like, I'm not so sure. I think it has to do with financial engineering of the book, potentially different timings of reportings of who's got what at what point in time. Because, I mean, the Comex is the end of the close of the Comex, but what about all the other markets? So you could have JP Morgan, or you have Citibank with a billion ounce short position in the morning, and they can put it on JP Morgan's books for the afternoon, or Deutsche Bank, and they've done it before. And Citibank's involved with this as well. So I think it's an accounting / reporting fraud that's going on. But nobody really knows, because 1.5 billion ounces of electronic silver is what sets the price, not the end of the day. I know Ted loves the end of the day. The end of the day is when the banksters have to report where they stand. And that hasn't changed. And Ted's very excited that they're not putting on these monster new shorts. And they aren't. So when you see this, and you're thinking, oh my God, here they go, they're going to attack. Let me tell you what an attack looks like. The shorts are mega short, and they aren't right. But the biggest thing is the CME, the actual trading exchange that silver is trading on. What they do when the price goes up, they don't change the margin requirement, how much you have to hold on hand to support your contract. When the prices crash down, that's when they really tighten the margin requirements, requiring a hell of a lot more of cash up front, which obviously feeds the downturn. They're part of that game. It's pretty scary. So where are we going from here? Anywhere they want to click their mouse and put the price of silver. I'll be doing a private road posting on Friday, the new timeline. So come join the Road to Ruta. It's crazy right now, and it's getting crazier again. I mean, there's just a couple days left, and there's still 826 contracts. You might say, 800, there was 16,000 delivered this month. 800 is no big deal. Well, it's a big deal if you don't have any silver. So 826 times 5,000 ounces per contract. There's still 4 million ounces to be delivered on the July contract. That's I don't think that's ever happened at the end of the month, that there's still 4 million ounces of silver. To be exact, there is 4.13 million ounces of silver to be delivered still. But look at the September contract. I keep screaming. 132,000 contracts. What was that? 132. It is. I should bring a calculator out for this. 660 million ounces. Right now, if we were at the end of August, now I know, Bix, don't worry about it. People roll over. They better start. They're going to have to roll over, I think it's 6,000 or 7,000 now per trading day. So, if they're going to roll over. And the rollover would be to the December contract, which is the next delivery date. I don't think they're going to roll it over. I think we're going to have the largest Comex silver derivative delivery. So what trades on the Comex is derivatives. Unless you pull out, you take delivery of every metal. So I'm looking for the largest ever. This month already is the largest ever, most likely. I think Ted said 15,000 contracts were delivered in December, or in 2080. What am I talking about? 1980, during the Hunt Brothers thing. He seems to recall 15,000. We don't have those numbers. But we beat it this month in July, a delivered month. And then September's the next big one. And right now, it starts the delivery at the end of August, we're looking at 660 million ounces. So, and there's 20 trading days left? So divided by 20 is, divided by 50. That's divided by 5,000 equals 6,600 right now, with the open interest at 132,000. It's early, by the way, for 132,821. That's the open interest for the September contract right now. If they want to get out of that completely and deliver no silver, it's going to take 6,600 contracts per day to be covered. And right now, we're looking at half that, less than half that. And as we get closer and closer, it'll get bigger and bigger. I expect over 20,000 contracts, which would be a nightmare for those people having to deliver silver. 20,000 contracts would be 100 million ounces. Now, I would say that's a conservative estimate. If the chaos that I think is coming in September, I would look more towards the doubling of the already doubled. So from 16 to 32. And that would destroy the entire market. It would be 160 million. I did that in my head. 160 million contracts. 160 million ounces of physical silver delivered on the Comex for September. If it's at 32. Yeah, I don't know. With these volumes, anything could happen. With what's going on in the world, anything can happen. So it's definitely the end game. No, things will not be like they were. We will not start. If you're trading silver, you're insane. Yes, they can slam the price down to $15 with in a blink of an eye, and they probably will. But that doesn't mean they can get their hands on your silver. And if you're in that trading game, the markets could shut down at any moment. Stuff like this is what causes markets to shut down. 1.5 billion ounces of electronic silver trading back and forth. That is the hallmark of dysfunction, and that's what's coming to silver. As far as crypto, looking strong. People aren't that excited, but hey, green is good in my world. Green is good. Everything's up. Litecoin's doing well at $55. Bitcoin over 10,000. Ethereum 321. I think Ethereum's got a long way to go. Bitcoin Cash is doing okay. I do think those will swap number 1 and number 2 positions, by the way. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just not useful anymore. They've locked it up as a store of value. It's not a useful tool. It's the safest. So yes, the big hedge funds and things, people who have to like plan on storing it for a long time, they're gonna probably buy it. It's safe but it's just not useful. I mean, yesterday last couple of days weren't crazy in cryptos, and it took 2 hours to do a single transaction. So they need to roll out the Lightning Network and all that. There's a long way to go in Bitcoin. Litecoin will be the beneficiary of the means of exchange that Bitcoin doesn't want to fill. And Bitcoin core developers are very fine with that. So if you're choosing between Bitcoin and Litecoin, definitely Litecoin. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, definitely Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, yeah, I don't know. I think Bitcoin Cash will do really well in Asia with all the miners on Roger Ver's side. Yes, it's crazy out there, absolutely. I'm going to stop for now. This is part 1. Part 2, we're going to get into some serious shit. I'll talk to you guys later.